The government officially opens a new state-of-the-art medical facility in the northern Bahamas. The country gearing up for nomination day. Here on Grand Bahama, all eyes will be on 5 constituencies. Calling all leaders as an international leadership conference is set for Grand Bahama.
This is the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition. Good evening, all. I'm Shoshana Roll. As always, it is so great to have you with us. Topic news: a red letter day and a golden moment for healthcare in the country as the nation's leader gives the green light for the official grand opening of a new state-of-the-art clinic on the northern island of Abaco. Joan Davis Roll has our top story.
It may have been a long time coming, but the Marsh Harbor Healthcare Facility, which spans 2 administrations, was officially declared open Wednesday afternoon by the nation's leader, the Prime Minister, the Right Honorable Perry Christie.
Let me join my colleagues in indicating the pleasure that I have in recognizing this day to be unquestionably a great and historic and wonderful day for the people of Abaco, to indicate to you that it is so important that we recognize exactly what is happening here, and to appreciate that there's a reflection of the democracy we have inherent in this building. That as I stand here as Prime Minister, it is appropriate for me to recognize that my predecessor, the Honorable Hubert, I beg your pardon, the Right Honorable Hubert Alexander Ingram, and his colleagues are also contributors to the process. He liked to say in my presence, Christy, my boy, sometimes you sow and others reap. Well, Ingram, my boy, you sowed and I'm reaping.
The nation's chief says the opening of the state-of-the-art facility comes as the country stands on the precipice of a revolution in the healthcare sector.
They will have up to secondary interventions here, minor surgical interventions, that from time to time, notwithstanding the medical personnel here, that specialists will be brought in to ensure that the people of the island have access to the very best that the country can afford. And so this is, in fact, indicative of a new paradigm in our country, a new commitment to health care on this island, and that one that I think augurs well for this island and our country.
The Prime Minister, the son of a nurse, took time out to pay honor to those of this noble profession.
You have the kind of profession that distinguishes itself through the service you provide to the people of our country. And just watching you and looking at you today, knowing that you are going to populate that building and that people will be able to access that building and be able to have a level of care and medical interventions that hitherto they could not have on this island of Abaco. Again, this is a wonderful day to bring that particular development into being.
Joan Davis Roll, ZNS Network News.
Thanks, Joan. Well, more than 100 persons expected to nominate in 39 constituencies across the country Thursday, solidifying their candidacy in the May 10th general election. Well, here on Grand Bahama, all eyes will be on the 5 constituencies as candidates move to complete this vital process. Today, our Italia Hall sat down with Assistant Parliamentary Commissioner Reno Smith for an overview of what persons can expect come nomination day. Nomination Day is a day that many candidates look forward to. Candidates from all of the major political parties, including independent candidates, are expected to head to their respective nomination centers in the 5 constituencies on Grand Bahama. Assistant Parliamentary Commissioner Reno Smith gave an overview of the nomination process. He outlined the forms that each candidate must complete.
Each person seeking nomination as a candidate for any constituency shall be nominated by a separate paper form, which shall be Form C. Form C is for nomination of candidates, and it must be signed by 5 qualified persons from the respective constituency. They can't be just any 5 persons. They must be registered persons.
In addition to Form C,
They must fill out, sign in the presence of a justice of the peace or a notary, the Form D, which is the form of declaration of qualifications.
he says the final form for candidates to fill out is Form E, where they are required to list all of their assets.
The assets personally ascribed to them, but to their spouses and to their children. In addition to that, they must present a bank certified check, a Bahamian bank certified check, or $400 in Bahamian currency.
Smith explained what will happen with that deposit after Election Day.
Who would have received less than 16% of the votes, as we all know, their contribution to the public treasury will be withheld from them. In other words, they would lose their deposit.
The Assistant Parliamentary Commissioner says the public is invited to witness the nomination of the various candidates.
Some of the candidates probably would have Junkanoo or some other festive procession organized. Just come out and be a part of. Watch history in the making, because this particular election is going to be very intriguing, very interesting. And so let's go and see how it turns out.
It's Halia Hall, ZNS Network News.
Well, with nomination day just hours away, all candidates from each political party, as well as those who are running independent, will have to complete the nomination process between the hours of 9 a.m. and 12 p.m. tomorrow. Returning officers Harvey Roberts, Brenda Bullard Colebrook, Preston Cunningham, Mary Cooper, and Chester Cooper outlines the exact location of the 5 nomination centers here on Grand Bahama.
All candidates vying for the position of MP for the East Grand Bahama constituency are welcome to come to the Administrator's office in IROC on Thursday, the 20th of May, between hours of 9 a.m. and 12 p.m. to nominate.
The nomination place for the upcoming election will be in the 8 Mile Rock East Town Office, which is located in Jonestown, 8 Mile Rock. It is known to many as the Old Clinic. Nomination will take place in the open foyer of that building.
And in the case of Abaco City, the nomination station will be Jack Hayward High School, located on Wildcat Road.
I will receive papers for all those persons who wish to nominate themselves for the upcoming general election. I will receive papers on the 20th day of April at the Education Center at the Pro Cathedral of Christ the King.
All persons wishing to offer themselves for a nomination on Thursday are asked to meet at St. George's High School. We're going to have nomination in the foyer area. Those that don't know the campus, it's by the main office in the front section. That's easily accessible to all persons. Nominees are reminded that they must have all documentation completed. That includes their Form C, D, and E, and also have in their possession their $400 cash or bank check.
Now, a date has also been announced for the advanced poll. On Wednesday, May 3rd, advanced polling will be conducted for various individuals, including overseas voters, candidates and their spouses, election workers, and staff at the parliamentary department. Also, a record number of just over 177,000 voters are on the 2017 register. Now, this figure is said to be at an all-time high. Stay with us, there's more news straight ahead.